All right, so let's do a quick review of a pretty basic but very important economic concept about bond prices and interest rates. And as we've got at the top here, the big idea, the thing we need to walk away with more than anything else, is simply that bond prices and interest rates are inversely related. What does this mean? In practical terms, the relationship inverse we use all the time. When interest rates are falling, bond prices are rising. And when interest rates are rising, bond prices are falling. On the first level, that's all we need to know. When interest rates go down, bond prices go up. And when interest rates go up, bond prices go down. But let's do a quick examination of why exactly that is. So let's start and say that this bond was issued in 2015, and that in 2015 this bond had a face value of $100 and paid a rate of return of 5%. In other words, this bond is going to pay me $5 every year on the $100 investment that I just made. Now, in this example, we're looking at interest rates falling. So if we jump forward to today, in 2018, someone has the option to buy a $100 bond, but now interest rates are only 2%, which means on their $100 purchase of a bond, they will get paid $2 per year from the federal government. And the question simply becomes, if you're entering this bond market as someone looking to buy a bond, you now have an option. You can buy a 2015 bond that pays 5% back on a $100 purchase, or you can pay $100 to buy a 2018 new bond that will only pay you 2%. At this point, the answer becomes pretty clear. Which bond do people want? People want to buy this bond that has a value of 5%, because that $100 purchase, if they're able to get it for $100, obviously has a much greater rate of return, or return on investment. So a higher return on investment leads to a higher demand and ultimately the higher price of this bond. One of the most important things we should pause here and remember is that the price of a bond, the face value, is only paid for the bond when it is originally issued, and of course when it is paid back on its final term due. So let's do the other example really quickly. When interest rates rise, bond prices are going to fall. So we can do the same thing. In 2015, we have our same $100 bond. This bond is going to pay 5% or $5. But I put this bond now in competition with the 2018 bond. And the 2018 bond with rising interest rates is going to pay 10% or $10 return on my $100 investment. So people looking to enter the bond market looking for a fixed income return have the choice between a 2015 bond paying $5 and a 2018 bond paying $10. And of course, most people are going to come this direction. So this higher return on investment is going to lead to a higher price, or more accurately, is going to lead to a fall in the price of the 2015 bond, as nobody's going to pay $100 for a $5 return when they can get $100 and a $10 return on newly issued bonds today. So, to summarize, a change in interest rates changes the resale value of an already existing bond, because existing bonds are in competition with newly created bonds and newly issued bonds in the moment.